Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti at Sandown, Pete, and we've found ourselves the ticket office. How did the wind?
Not selling too many entries in, Darren, but it's certainly nice and warm.
Yeah?
No wind.
Very good. Alright, Pete, where do we go back to? Last week's runners.
We'll wind the clock back to a very busy Saturday where we had 2 runners interstate, and you went to Flemington where we had 5 runners. So we might go to the interstaters first. My shiny choice, over to Morphettville, finished second. Winner was too good, but he ran really well again.
Yeah, I thought it was a good move from Matty Williams to take him to Adelaide for that race, and field of 7 I think it was, and he ran second. The horse that won by 5 was far too good, but look, he's ticking over, he's earning a bit of prize money, and you know, he'll win one of those races. Yeah,
there was a bit of jostling early, had to work a little bit to get there, but you're right, the winner was too good, but he was too good for the rest. Eagle Farm, the Queensland Cup, we had Yogi, and at the end of the day, the 60 kilos and the way the race was run was his undoing.
Yeah, exactly.
Finished third.
I thought his run was good under the circumstances. You know, when there's no pace on over 2 mile and it's a stop-start affair and you're back on the fence, you know, and then you have to sprint from the 800. They really do make you carry that weight. And look, he battled on pretty well to run third, all things considered. Never going to didn't look like a winning chance. No. Maybe for about 3 strides on the bend when he sort of picked up, but it was just too much to do, and I thought he ran okay.
Stable followers were probably cheering the Quinella there for a bit, but just didn't quite happen.
No.
Got someone in the background.
Anyway, he's gone to third, and
she was looking for tickets, Darren.
He's gone. Where's he gone? He's gone to Newcastle Beach now to freshen up for the spring.
I like their program. They've sort of got set there. It gives us probably a bit of a. We can divert off those races anywhere we like if the horses go good enough.
Yeah, I think basing him at Newcastle is a good option, given that it's probably 10 degrees warmer than Victoria.
Yeah.
And there's lots of nice staying races in New South Wales, and I'm sure that he'll contest a couple of them, and if he goes the right way, who knows where he could end up in November at Flemington.
That's right, and the 2 runs he's had since being up there since the Sydney Cup shows the horse is in good form. Yeah,
and he just needs to probably win another race, get another few points, and then he can go in any race he wants.
Yep. Saturday, we kicked off the day, it was a great result all round, with serious suspect for Saab and his team, and also obviously for the owners, probably not that it was frustrating, but the horse has been going in terrific form, and he justified that on Saturday.
Oh, definitely dropping back from listed grade to a benchmark 78. Brad Ruwilla going on. Saab smart enough to put the winkers on.
Yeah.
And look, I don't think I've seen the horse travel in a race better. His head was down, his head was square, and I thought after they'd gone 400 that if he couldn't win that race there was something wrong. But he just bounded away when Brad asked for him, and he hit the line strong, and it was all over.
Don't you love it with those sprinter? They're up front and then they go bang and put 2 or 3 on them. They're hard to run down from the clock tower when they let down that well.
No, and that's how horses go, you know, you can't fight him, just let him stride and then go for him, and then they've got to run the time to get past him. And well done to Saab Hassan, hadn't had a winner at Flemington for about 5 years, he said, and he's a man, you know, with a small team, financially under pressure all the time, and it's just a good kick along for him, and a great kick along for the owners, you know, just to, after running 3rds and 4ths and being a bit unlucky, you know, just to get that city win on the board, and hey, congratulations to everyone.
Yeah, we might look at Manny Valley in 10 days.
Yeah, well, there's a nice race at the Valley, an 84 there, you know, whether the Valley suits him or not, but it's an 84, it's the right race for him, and if he happened to win that, well, he can probably roll into the Regal Roller, and I think that's a good option because it's a week after the Ori Star, which all the guns are going to, so they can't be in every race.
The good thing about the Valley, if we do draw, you know, ordinary, we can just say, well, look again somewhere else,
Plenty of options.
Road to Fay, I think he's out in the paddock after finishing down the track.
He's going to have a small operation.
Oh, gee. Cross the legs?
Yeah, well, he doesn't know whether he wants to be a racehorse or a stand, so
I seen a bit
given that he's not going to be a staying prospect, he needs to be a racehorse, so he'll have the operation and he'll be back later.
I said he bounded around in the paddock there the other day with a mate. He might be bounding around in a couple of days' time.
No, he'll be feeling a bit sorry for himself.
I think Collectible was the next one we had, and look, of all the runners we had, I thought she was as good as the run of the day, just from where she had to come from. Powered only beaten a couple of lengths running 5th.
Yeah, look, too far back in the end. John White elected to go back to second last, must have been 15 lengths off him around the back, and peeled out on the corner, and made good steady ground. The winner was sort of in front of her and stayed there, and she sort of done her best to run home. Must have made up 10 lengths, but you know, just a shame she drew wide and had to come wide and from so far back, because she, you know, with any sort of luck there, she could have been winning that race.
No doubt. I actually watched it again. The winner was sort of 2 lengths in front of it when he went, and the fact that it was a little bit closer, Lee could go a bit earlier, got about 4 in front of us, and then we actually got that back to 2.5.
So, it's just, look, great run. She looked fantastic, but we didn't get the result, which is frustrating.
And we're in a Caulfield, but we've got a wide gate.
May not run.
The last race of the day, we had money bags kicking off, and we got everything out of it we needed. It was possibly going to be a trial.
Well, you know, we made a decision to run rather than trial on the Monday, because he's a bit lazy at home, doesn't really try that hard, saves it for race day, trying to get him ready for the spring. Running him there underdone's probably worth 2 trials. And the fact he only got beat 5.5 lengths was a really good result. He had a big blow, and he'll come on a lot from that. So, gee, he's a big, strong horse now, and you know, probably second or third up, he'll be ready to put his best foot forward.
I spoke to Giant Packer, and I said it looked like he was taking one big stride to everything else as two. And he said it's funny, when he actually got in contact with him, he really lengthened that last 100. He said he was really good through the line. His action was great. So
he's a competitor now.
And Crack the Code, our terrific filly, she was really good, and bar after some traffic at the 200, she should have went really close to winning, I feel.
Yeah, look, that was a terrific return. She looked magnificent in the yard. She's really strengthened up, and as you say, she just ended up with a wall of horses in front of her, and the gap wasn't going to open when he had to make a decision. So left hand down and went sideways when he, you know, everyone was going forward, and really hit the line strong to get beat, length and a half maybe. And lost no admirers there. Million options for her, you know, whichever way they go, she's ready to win.
It's hard, must be hard, like when she was going left hand down, they were all full tilt. To do that, balance up and then pick up against a great effort.
Well, they've run home in 32.4, the quickest last 600 on the day, and they don't go much faster.
No. So that, I think we got the results out of the horses we thought had run well without them all.
Yeah, the ones before would run well. Ran well.
This next day that didn't happen on the Sunday.
Sunday was a disaster.
Sad Sunday.
Oh, it was a disaster Sunday. We had 2 horses running. Both ended up on tracks that were pretty much
crap.
No good. And the results reflected that. So you went to Pakenham. Dentara, we were just wanted to be sure she didn't handle the synthetic. Well, I think it's pretty conclusive that she does not like the synthetic.
Yeah, she was the middle of 3 that were going at it up front, but the other 2 ran 1-2, and we finished 10 lengths behind them.
Yeah, she just, as soon as she dropped off and got the kickback, she just put the brakes on, and she's gone for a month.
Jai was trying to get to the fence to get it out of it, because you could feel her not wanting to go.
So she's out for a month until we get back on the turf. She's atop of the grand horse by the looks of it.
I think so, summer horse. And Lady McPhee, well, I think I've seen a run similarly with Condover Hall, travelling like the winner, but you know, look, whether she was too close, whether it was the track or whatever, it was disappointing, the result. So
well, she was never going to go to Wangaratta. They put that meeting on for another turf, and it's disappointing. Like, as soon as I saw the first couple of races, like, that track looked terrible. Absolute terrible. It was dry, it was loose, it was yellow, half it was dirt, and the horses, none of them travelled all day, they said, and nothing was really making a lot of ground up all day. So, look, it's 58 miles, a race we've been waiting for. It's just a shame the surface was so bad. But we walk away now not knowing whether she can run a mile, whether she was too close to the lead, or whether it was just the surface. So we've got no choice now but to find another mile race. I mean, our other option was to keep her and run it today in the 64. In hindsight, we probably should have done that, but at the time, we didn't know if we were going to get a start, you know, because she's a 58 going in the 64, you might get balloted out and then you got nothing. So
I mean, in hindsight, you'd go to that race all the time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if I'd have went and seen the track, I wouldn't have.
No, but I mean, just, you know, the way,
So sorry to the owners for that. I think we got that wrong.
And
I think we've got to give her another go. Just to see whether we can sort of, if the mile is right, and just ride her a bit quieter.
The Geelong heavy tracks are proof that she likes a genuine heavy.
And we might as well keep it going, so we're going to run out of heavy tracks in the next month.
So that was that. Now, I don't know what time in the morning it was, but it was very early on Monday.
5.
Melbourne finished third, and
Where was that at? Ballon Road.
Bellon Road.
Monday morning, 10 past 5 a.m. Pete.
Yeah, beat 1 1/2 and 3/4. One beat far.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know what happened in the first part of the race because I've only seen the last 100.
Well, it wasn't televised anywhere,
Yeah.
but we did find the last couple of hundred on YouTube, and the horse did run third. I don't think it was ever going to threaten the winner, but she poked up for third, and look, she's building a nice steady record, pretty much in the same mould as Heartbreak City.
Yep.
And they just take forever these
Yeah.
days, so she probably won't peak for another year.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? So what? She's a rising
5.
5-year-old. Yeah.
And immature?
Yeah, unbelievable. She might go back over the jumps.
No, won't be happening. No, she won't be going back.
But it was, I mean, her flat. That's 2 good flat runs in a row.
Yeah, I think her demeanour's a lot better.
Yeah.
She's more settled and she's more tractable. So yeah, he's just got to keep going.
Yep. As we sit here now, it's mid-afternoon at Sandown.
Yep.
We've just seen one runner. We've got one to come. Connery.
Yeah, odds on
Third.
favourite, running third. Probably leader by his track today. Linda Meach, I think, outrode everybody.
Absolutely.
Came from the wide gate, went straight to the front, got a spot, stacked them up for about 300 and then sprinted away and won by 4. All the rest were left chasing, and Connery dug in and hit the line good to run third.
Yeah.
Never going to win, but battled away, and I think you'll probably find when we get to 5 o'clock today, we'll say that you had to be 1-2 all the way. That's just racing here at Sandown. The 1800 on wet track, maybe it's just too big a job,
Yeah.
maybe he's better off over the mile, but Archie will work that out. But I'll say one thing, the horses never looked better.
Oh, absolutely.
His action was super, and Craig even commented that he looked and felt a lot better from the last time he rode him. So, look, he's an honest horse. He'll win another one of these.
Yeah, as Archie says, he's in good form. So we've got Right Your Name. We'll start talking about runners coming up, obviously in about half an hour from now. Right Your Name goes around in a 70 1400. I think it's a benchmark 70.
Yep.
So
$5 second favourite.
when you get this, the result will obviously be there. He gets his chance now, and he's been good at his first 2 without being like, back me next start sort of thing. So
Yeah, I thought his first 2 runs he's run second this time in, and he's looked a bit heavy.
yeah,
I thought today he's stripped a lot fitter, changing gear, blinkers off, visors on. He's fitter, a little hint of rib. Archie's really pleased with his work. I came here fairly confident, but after now, watching the first few races, I'm probably less confident.
I think there's a few owners there who've got their running doubles to throw about the window.
Yeah, just if it's going to be a leader's track.
And the heavy 8.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It doesn't. When they gallop past, it didn't sound like heavy 8, did it? But I don't know. I'm just a bit wounded after Connery getting beat. So look, everything tells me he's going to run top 3.
Yeah.
I just don't know whether it would be suited by the conditions and the pattern of this lakeside track where it favours on speed. So we'll know at the 400 whether he's going to be in it or not, but I'd just like to see him travel beautiful, get the run of the race and really show that turn of foot that he's had. And I'm sure he's at peak fitness, so there'll be no real excuses outside of that.
And the gate allows us to get to the outside when we want to, not dictated by a barrier inside. So hopefully Monty can get it right.
Okay.
We move on. Thursday, again, this might be out after this horse runs, which is Safety Dance. Now we've
Chuka.
bit of commentary about getting him up in grade so we can get him down in weight so we can put a senior on.
Yeah, well that's been the thing, hasn't it? We've been running on synthetics for the last
5 starts.
5 or 6 starts. Back onto the turf at Echuca. Hopefully it's better than a slow track. Did have John McNeil booked, I know up in there, but
I took Snowden's ride and the race ended up getting split, so we could have used him.
We ended up having to go with D, who rides okay.
Roadrunners for us.
Look, he's getting to the end of the prep, so can't be too many more
It's
starts left for him, but it's frustrating because he's probably won 50 grand without winning a race, and looked the winner on several occasions and just doesn't have that killer punch at the end.
How's the track? Has one there? That was his last win was there. That was probably
3 months ago.
March, I suppose, when it was probably before we thought it was ever going to rain again.
Yep.
But anyway, it's not an overly strong field. He's drawn okay.
Each way.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Then we moved to Friday, up that neck of the woods, but about another 340 k's further along is a place called Mildura.
It's a carnival weekend.
Yep, and this was a little bit of a change of plans because French Fizz, there was a race at Casterton, but potential of a bit of rain across.
Heavy team.
Yeah, Whereas Mildura, you're probably going to be a 6 or 7 at worst, might never be that.
Yeah, I don't know if they have any rain up there, Pete, but yeah, well, it's Mildura Cup weekend. It's a great weekend up there. We've been up there several times for the Cup.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic weekend there. All the locals get together and have a good time. And look, I think French Fizz going there on top of the ground, she'll be in the right class, and she's come on from that last run, which I thought was quite good. Just got tired late. I noticed the crossover noseband goes on, which I think is a good move. And look, she's got to be right in it.
58-12. They gave her a little bit extra time, but I don't mind that her going to 12 now. And gate 3, she'll be in the first. Harry, who was on it, he knows it well. So she'll be in the first 3 or 4, which you have to be at Mildura.
Yeah, and he'll be able to measure the improvement she's made from the other days. So.
And he's rode a lot of work, so it's good. He can get some sort of continuity.
A good chance.
Yep. Saturday, we mentioned collectible. She's drawn 11 or 11 in the Vobis Gold Reef, I think it is.
Well, she won't be running if it's heavy track, and we're doubtful whether we're going to run from 11-11 on the 1 week backup. So we'll just, this stage I'm pretty certain we'll save her for another day.
Stay tuned there. And Angel Lass is in the, I think it's the Phillies 1200.
Yep.
Bo Mertens has booked to ride both. I'm not sure what gate she drew. I think she drew 2. Yeah. I suppose she goes around.
Yeah, she runs.
We get the filly race, but it wasn't 1400.
Yeah, she likes it wet. She's been a little bit disappointing the last couple of runs. She didn't back up the other day.
No.
So whether this comes too quick or not, I don't know. But anyway, she'll go there and she'll be a $10 or $12 chance.
I think we go back to Sale. I think when she won, she was able to be up on speed. It's amazing what a gate can do. Like, we should have the box seat runner around about, and it can make a big difference.
Yeah, well, she needs to be up there.
And I mean, the splits come at the right time.
Yeah, she needs to be up there.
So that's Saturday. Sunday, obviously we've got no fields. We're flying by a bit of what the trainers are telling us here, but Kamani's have got the 2400 metre maiden for Serious Deal picked out.
At Mildura?
Sorry, this is Bendigo, Sunday. Yep. We're nothing at Mildura on the Saturday, which is their carnival. Looks a good race for him, 2400, and you're going to have a bit better surface, which I reckon it won't be a negative for this horse.
I think the key to this horse is whoever rides it.
I'll close the door, Darren.
This horse, in my opinion, needs pace on, or he needs to be ridden the right way. He's not a sit sprint horse. If they're going to keep riding him, walking along, sitting there, doing nothing, expecting to sprint over the last 600, it's not going to happen. He needs to be ridden as a momentum horse, and they need to get him into a good spot and then build on that rather than sitting back and trying to run home. It's not going to happen. So as soon as someone gets on him and rides him like that, he'll be winning the race.
I seen a horse of Kamani's yesterday by Americane on the synthetic at Pakenham. 2 and 3 wide the trip, stoked it up at the 800, went up outside whatever the leader was, and just kept going.
And who rode it?
Sam Payne.
And that's what he needs to do, get someone like that on.
Yep, just that sometimes riding them ugly suits their staying one battered
You've got to ride it like that.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Matt about that on Friday, and he agreed, but that's how it needs to be ridden.
Right, hopefully we'll see that come to fruition. Another horse that we haven't seen, first starter. I think the aims were to go to Mildura, but it's more than likely going to be Bendigo with Rhoda. I think it's how it's pronounced, Rhoda.
Yeah, he's not a single down out of more bubbly.
Yep.
2-year-old.
Shade.
Trains, having his first lifetime start. So whether he goes to Mildura or Bendigo, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait when the acceptances come out. But look, he's a nice horse.
He'll take your eye in the yard.
He will take the eye in the yard. He's a lovely big colt and very powerful. So just be interesting to see how he goes first up.
Yeah.
And until we see him in the yard, we can't really be tipping him to anyone, but I know Shay's pleased with him.
We've sort of got to the stage where he said, now we're just going to get to the races.
Yeah. Struggling to find trials.
ATB's only goes a 2-year-old, so...
just struggling to find trials.
Yep, 1100 metres, so it'd be good to see him.
Does that wrap us for the week?
It does, because on Monday, obviously, we're going there with French Fizz to Cassidy, but we'll have nothing else. Tuesday's Ballarat Syntho, there'll be nothing there. Wednesday, Sale, hopefully nothing there. And Thursday is Ransom Money will be back. He trialled really well yesterday.
He'll be going
1400 metre Pakenham, benchmark 64. If he draws a gate,
he wins.
Going really well.
Yeah, tip him, mate.
Well, he's a bit outside the jurisdiction this week, but I'll tell you.
How'd you go last week?
I went Yogi third.
Right.
And
to win.
Yeah. I can't remember what I had for a place. Do you remember what?
Did I tip Serious Suspect?
I don't think you did. You
I
went
don't
collect. No, you went collect.
Ah,
No, you went crack the code.
Did I?
Yeah. You might have went Serious Suspect to place.
Oh, yeah.
You got them round the wrong way.
I was close.
You failed.
I'm a length in front of you.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's nothing to brag about.
And held.
Nothing to brag about. Right, this week, who are you tipping?
Get my sheet out again.
Very hard.
Probably Ransom Money is the one, but he's next Thursday.
You can tip him now. Go the early crow.
Probably him to win, because we're him to win, and then maybe Angel has to place.
Okay. Alright, well I'm going to go with French Fizz to win, because I thought her first up run was very good, and I was pretty taken with it. She just got tired
And
late.
it is a drop back in class.
Yes, and I think that's why I'm a good judge. And
I just did what a Moz horse bet was in, that's all.
I'm going to sneak Serious Deal in for the place.
Righto, alright. I'll, Alright, I need to turn it around. I've got to wait till next Thursday. I've got to wait 8 days for my best bet.
That's it. Who knows what'll happen?
There was a little bit of interesting banter before Connery's race today, Darren.
Was there? What happened?
That was quite funny, I reckon.
Oh yes,
If the,
Maureen up for her old tricks.
Viewers recollect back about 2 ATB-TVs ago.
Might be able to slot that little. This is what Maureen said 2 weeks ago.
Now, there's been a few questionable rides on Connery over the journey. Who pulled out the worst ride?
I'll keep quiet on that.
Keep quiet.
Yes.
Craig Wibbs, the latest rider. Was that a good ride or a bad
Do
ride?
I say it?
Say it.
Skeleton.
Skeleton. Ah, dear.
And here she was today.
A little lovey-dovey day. She bags the junkie out and then wants photos.
Yeah,
Dear, that's funny.
she's like a Carlton supporter.
Craig was interested about the... I'll show you a bit of video. Maybe I should forward that on.
I reckon he'll go back and have a look.
He will now. I've got no doubt that he views from time to
I
time.
reckon he'll be going back to see what she had to say.
It's
Bit of fun.
all good banter. He was in good form today, Craig, which is great for the owners because
Now Pete,
they all get a bit of a chat with him.
it's the 24th of July.
Yeah, my eldest boy's
7
birthday.
days. 7 days to go for the season.
Yeah, 4 winners, Darren.
46.
Well, we need your best bet.
We can't win.
We need my best bet, and if we get right your name up, there's enough ammunition, but I'll tell you what, you've got to hit every target.
The way we've had one winner in July, Pete.
Oh no.
I don't know how many placings.
We had 8 in May.
We must have had a bucket load of placings.
Well, the seconds are up to 55, and the thirds have sort of grown a league too.
Bucket loads of placings.
We've been stiff. Probably Griffiths' fault. He's had about 37 seconds.
You know, he sent us an email probably a month or 6 weeks ago saying, I've trained the most winners for ATB for the year and my strike rate's in the 20% range. Well, since then, I don't think he's trained one winner.
He's got stuck in the 80s.
He went the early crow. I remember something like that last year in the grand final, quarter time, when Collingwood were, he said, we're home. He can stop a train.
Yeah. He stopped his own training.
Unbelievable.
I keep looking at the little down the bottom of his emails and I'm thinking, geez, you're stuck in the 80s, Rob.
Yeah, he's 86 or something.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to get 100.
But
He's had quite July too.
Then again, we're stuck, but I suppose most of our runners have been with Robbie. That's why we're stuck.
Yeah, it's just these tracks, you know.
Yeah, I think...
We love a wet winter. Like,
Yeah.
we wanted a wet winter because it was too dry, right? And the dams are full, we're going to have a boom spring Victoria wide, but geez, it makes it hard for racing.
And there's more synthetic racing.
We've got 2 synthetic tracks, which allows us to keep racing, but they've both had massive problems. And to their credit now, they're onto it, and they'll learn a lot from it going forward. And they've put on a couple extra turf races, which helps, but geez, it makes it hard for horses.
A lot of wasted turf tracks out in the west, Darren.
Yeah, I know, you're not a fan.
Don't know why Swan Hill and those don't get more racing this time of year.
Mildura,
they come in and they
should
get
have a
a
leader.
Yeah, well, 6 weeks ago, Swan Hill had 3 days in a row. We haven't had a meet there in the next 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, just July, it's a very difficult time.
Yeah, because not everyone wants to be on the synthetic.
It's hard, you know, and then everyone dodges that and gets to the turf. So when you get to the turf, it makes it harder again.
Well, the nomination show.
But I reckon what's going to happen, now you know, I think Matthew Williams showed the way by sending one to Adelaide.
Yeah.
And I think now that Murray Bridge is opened, I think that's a good option for us next winter. You know, if we can't get on here, maybe we can get on at Murray Bridge.
Yeah.
Forget about the money. Forget about the prize money.
Yeah.
Just get the horses winning.
Even it's part of their preparation, you know.
Get them going.
Prushka was looking at taking Periscope over there. It's just that he was a couple of hiccups, and we'll come to Geelong with him. But it's there, the option. It's
when's he in Geelong?
So it's 10 or 12 days from now.
Oh, so it's next season.
Yeah. I think Paul thinks third up. This is why he's talking the other day. To wrap with the horse.
It's always going to be third up.
Yeah, a 2,000 plus. Yeah.
Always. All right. Well, that's a wrap.
We had a couple. One of our nice ones trial the other day.
Who was that?
Social
Spin, the forgotten horse.
He and I don't know whether the owners can make it, but he's going to gallop with Garlo Chop between races at Ballarat next Tuesday on the Synday.
All right.
So,
well, maybe when you know the time, we can flick it out. And if you want to come and have a look at Social Spin.
Look, and for any owners that can't make it, more than likely racing.com will probably show the last couple of hundred anyway. But
now, we've had a few people ask us what's happening from a Melbourne Cup perspective. We're still in the search mode. There's a couple there we've identified, but we haven't progressed it at this stage. We've just got to wait for a couple of more key races to unfold, just because we're not really interested in finding a horse that sort of going to run midfield. If I can't land one that I think can run top six, then we won't have a runner. That's the way I'm playing it. And for those who are just wanting to know what's happening on the syndication side, we do have a couple of horses there. One with Jason Warren, rising 2-year-old by Zebedee, is well worth a look at. His brother won at Sandown here a couple of weeks ago. And we do have a nice 2-year-old rising 3-year-old filly with Paul Prushka that's going back into work in a couple of weeks. That is not that expensive either, and I think she'll be winning races. And in terms of what's coming up, we'll have some homebred yearlings, which we're just sorting out now, sort of what their prices are and who's going to train them, and then we'll let you know what they are going to be, and you'll probably find that out by around about the end of August.
That covers the bases.
Until next week, I'm Darren Dance, leading tipster with Peter Morganti.